Hello and welcome back to Humans in 5.
This week, we're taking a moment to commemorate a legend, a titan in the field of primatology. Today, we remember Koko the gorilla, who passed away on the 19th of June, 2018.
Hanabiko, nicknamed Koko, was a female western lowland gorilla born in the San Francisco Zoo in 1971. When she was young, she suffered an illness that led to her entering the care of Francine Patterson at Stanford University. She then became well known in her adult life as an occupant of the Gorilla Foundation's preserve in Santa Cruz, California. She was one of the first non-human primates who learned how to use sign language.
Koko was trained in GSL from the age of 1. She learned sign language while her trainers also spoke in English, enabling her to connect signs with words and learn over 1,000 words in English. She never learned grammar and syntax, but researchers placed her grasp of language at about the same level as a young child.
She demonstrated complicated cognitive concepts and gave researchers a much better understanding of gorilla intelligence that had ever been learned in the wild. Koko used language to communicate displacement, a concept in linguistics that occurs when the speaker uses language to communicate about things that aren't immediately present. Koko also seemed to have theory of mind. Theory of mind is shown when a living thing understands their own mental state, their beliefs and emotions, can be different from the mental state of others.
Koko also taught us about the range of emotions gorillas experienced. We humans tend to think of other animals as lacking in emotional range and complexity. This is true to some extent, but Koko demonstrated care and compassion, particularly towards the numerous pet kittens she kept in her care at the preserve in Santa Cruz. She not only cared for kittens as though they were her own offspring, but she used sign language to communicate her sadness and disappointment when her kitties passed. She also demonstrated irritation, and the middle finger was one of the signs she mastered.
Researchers and the public alike were fascinated by Koko, but a lot of questions remain about her intelligence and cognitive capacity. She did manage to get a pretty decent score on an IQ test designed for children, but as we've discussed before, there's a gap between these types of test scores and real-world mental skills. Many researchers have also suggested that Koko mimicked her trainer and performed a set of tricks rather than actively using language to express her own experience.
Other researchers have pointed out that her development can't really be compared to gorillas in the wild. Koko lived her entire life in captivity, meaning that she had very little access to regular gorilla socialization and forms of communication. Whilst Koko was apparently capable of using human language, her ability to do so may not have been part of normal gorilla behavior.
Koko may have left us with many questions, but she also gave us a glimpse into the mind of another species. As limited as our understanding of gorilla intelligence may be, Koko also engaged and entertained new generations of people curious about the minds of our closest relatives.
So we tip our hats to Koko and look forward to seeing what else can be learned from our closest relatives. Gorillas are extremely endangered, and we wish all researchers trying to learn more about their lives the best in this challenging day and age.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.
And don't forget to subscribe!